Hey guys, Corey here with Hip Kit Club and a video for their YouTube channel. So today is Sketch Friday and I want you guys to get a good look at today's sketch. It's got a lot of circles and everything, which is super fun. I'm not a big circle person, but you'll get the gist that my layout pretty much follows loosely this sketch. Also, we are starting today with a white background. We want to use texture and layers. So those are just a couple little extra bonuses. So I'm actually going to start with some light molding paste and the Lindy's Stamp Gang magical shakers. So I'm pretty stoked about those. Apparently you just mix them with water or some sort of medium and you get this beautiful color. So I'm actually using way too much paste, and so I end up actually wasting a bunch of it, so excuse me on that one. But it came out a little darker than I wanted, and then I decided that I would do like 3 different shades of the blue, and so I'm just going from there. I'm also going to use the stencil that came in the color kit. It's the May color kit. And I just want to also apologize for kind of the hazy look to my video. I didn't realize that had happened, and afterwards I looked and I saw the video, saw what was going on, and what it actually ended up being that my camera was like all smudged, so I apologize for that. When I recorded this video, I was actually at the beach on vacation, and I had brought stuff with me, and so I was just kind of like going with that. And so, you know, the camera had been down on the beach, probably had sunscreen on it, so oh well. So I just put these cool lines with different color of the paste, and so then I was like, well, I want to get a little bit of the pink on there too, so I just used a little of a different color of the Lindy's Gang's magical shakers. It's the Alpine Ice Rose, and mixed it with just a little bit of water, and I just wanted to get it just a little bit of pink color here and there, also with the texture lines. When you're adding texture, it's so much fun to use this paste. It's one of my favorite things to use. It dries really quickly, which is nice. It holds the color really well. It doesn't like mute things too much, which is really cool when you want the colors to be really bold. And you know, it's just really easy to put on and everything else. If you mess up, you can always scrape it off too and kind of redo it. So that's always fun. So we did have to wait until my watercolor though was dry, which took a little bit. And like I said, I was on vacation, so I didn't even have a heat gun with me. So I just had to sit there and wait. It took forever. But luckily it's done now. And I'm just adding in a couple of these stamps because, you know, for layers, stamps are a great way to have, you know, non-textured layers, you know, but they add a lot of different things. So instead of adding bulk to your page, it's still adding a layer, and that's really fun. This was actually just packaging from one of the things in the kits, and I thought it was really cool, and I liked how it had the little hooks on the side. I also like just being able to tear the edge because I thought it would be a great way to add some both dimension and texture. And then I really love this vellum paper, and although my page is not like really flowery or anything by any stretch of the imagination, I did think it was a great way to add another layer without adding too much color. So it kind of just gives that little hazy bit to it and kind of see-through, and it looks just really cool. So then I wanted to add a little bit of pink underneath the photo because in the hat that I'm wearing in this photograph, there's actually some pink in it, but it's very subtle. And so again, I'm just trying to add a little bit more of the pink for that little bit of subtle color to kind of go along with the drops on the back of the page. I've never actually gone on vacation and tried to create a page while I was on vacation, but just the timing of everything made me have to do it. And so I've been searching and freaking out because I keep thinking that I'm missing different things that I usually have at home. Luckily my phone was with me, but then getting photographs of the layout when it was finished, and then obviously now I can see that I've got all this hazy stuff on there. You can say that you're watching the video through sunscreen. You know, it's definitely been somewhat of a challenge, and we'll see how often I do that again. So this is my summer goal. Like I started off the summer and I had decided that I really wanted to learn how to paddleboard. It's something that I want to be able to do, but it kind of scares me in a way, just because I'm kind of chicken about different things. I've paddleboarded on a lake before that's always really, really flat, and that's not a big deal, but I really want to be able to try and do it on the Gulf of Mexico. So, you know, there are days where the water can be as flat as the lake, and then there are days where there are quite some waves. So this, I've been trying to go. Now, on the wave days, I'm definitely falling and it's hilarious. My kids are laughing at me hysterically. But there was a morning that it was really flat, and so my husband and I took out the paddleboard, and I actually stood up and paddled up and down, you know, through the Gulf. It was super fun, and I only fell in once, and I don't really know why I fell in. I think I was trying to adjust my feet, and I was in the water, so, but I was able to get back up on the board, so I figured that was a win. And but this paddleboarding thing has definitely been really fun, and I hope that I am better at it the more that I practice. So there you go. So anyhow, I'm going to just continue with my page. Now, I've used the A and the M from this little awesome thing already, but I thought it was really cool. So what I did was I just cut it off, and I'm actually going to use the negative space instead of the rest of the letters. And I thought it was just a cool way to get a little extra color on the page, another layer, and you know, the fact that it isn't going to lay flat over my molding paste lines adds a little bit of texture and some dimension. I thought it was kind of fun. And then just like in the sketch, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of journaling right down there, and perfectly it fits right in between the lines. The rest of it now is just really embellishing this page. I'm going to use lots of different stickers, and I decided that stars are a better little embellishment than hearts would be, since this is my page. I figured being a superstar on the paddleboard was better than being like, oh, I love myself, although that's, you know, just didn't work with this page. I'm sure that it would work for other pages, but not for my summer goal. So I do love these like word things. I put one that said life is good, one that said good stuff, one says let's do this, one says live, laugh, love. And one says fantastic. I just think these are so much fun, and a great way to just add almost kind of like journaling, you know, things like that. Now that little sticker says good day, and it looks like a stamp to me, and so I thought that was really fun to just add in there, another little layer. And then some stars here and there. It was weird because on this page there was two things that look like stars, but they're not actually punched out. So I guess I'd have to cut them out to be able to use them. A few more stars here and there. There's so many stickers in this kit, which I think are amazing and super fun to use. Small stickers are one of my favorite things, just because, you know, it's so easy to just add them here and there. I think the bigger the embellishment is, the harder it is I have time, you know, that I have using it. So I wanted to add in just a little bit more layers to this page, and so I'm looking for a piece of pink and a piece of blue paper to just kind of layer behind, and luckily I found them in these different scraps. So I'm using the blue up here, and then I have this little piece of the ripped card that I'm going to use on the bottom. And once that's all adhered down, my page is finished. So here are some unhazy details. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys head over to HipKit and pick up one of these, you know, some of these May kits before you go ahead and put your order in. Then you can get it with your June if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.